As far as the injuries go, really Kingsley was the only one that got hurt on the interception there, so hit his head on the turf. Listen, Denver played a good game and they got us today. On our side, I've got to make sure that we don't go 3 and out with those last couple offensive series, and then there were a variety of things that went on that we all contributed to. So throughout both sides of the ball and special teams, and there were some good things, But when you're playing a good football team, and you got to cut back on your penalties for sure. Too many there, and then some of the other mistakes that we had. So we'll get that cleaned up, and we'll get ready for the Colts. Time's yours.
What does it say about those last couple of drives?
We needed to do better on them. I could have given the guys better opportunity to do that.
Coach, coming out of the bye and having so many penalties, hoping to be crispy with the time off.
Yeah. I mean, that's what you look for. I think everybody, that's probably an obvious one, right?
What led to some sellouts you think in the first half?
Yeah, well, listen, they're the number one defense in the National Football League. So we were fighting, and then we had some where we were going backwards and kind of self-inflicted things. So we've got to take care of that.
How pivotal was that interception in the red zone? Just knowing you guys could have maybe gotten points. Got the league started to control the game.
Yeah, we still had opportunities, so you don't want that, right? Pat didn't want it. I don't want it. I mean, that's not what you want, but it's there were other opportunities as we went, so we got to make sure we take care of that business. Go ahead.
The 3rd and 15 there on defense on the last sequence. What did you see?
Yeah, so he was able to get out containment there, and receiver worked to get himself open. We had a couple guys right around him there, so quarterback made a play, receiver made a play.
To a couple downfield shots in the first series that looked like could have been there. Obviously, type 1 catches. Was that just the way the game unfolded? Was that something you had seen?
Yeah, I mean, we thought we had some opportunities down the field. Didn't work out, but I mean, percentages, you're going to take a few and lose a few of those, but we felt like it would come back and help us, and it did later on in the game.
The block extra point, too.
Yeah, they did a good job splitting us right there, and we've been pretty good in that area, and they got us on that one.
What do you think of Josh's return?
Yeah, I thought he did a good job for being off as long as he was, and then going against who he went against. Did a pretty good job there. Yeah.
And one of the things this year is your guys' inability to win in one-score games. Is there sort of a message that you have for the guys to see how good you guys are feeling?
Yeah, when you're playing good teams, whether it's myself making a call or the players playing, you've got to do the right things. Put the guys in the right position, and the guys got to make plays when given an opportunity. Both sides of the ball, special teams. That's what we're all in it together.
I mean, just having an opportunity at the end of the game and not coming through, getting the ball back with 4 minutes, and all you need is a field goal is a spot that we've been in a lot, and we've been able to do that. But obviously the first play, I tried to get a completion to Trav, but probably should just hang in there, and I think Hollywood would have opened up down the field. So just being better in that scenario. I mean, there's hit things here and there, but I think that's the biggest one. That's what you want. You want to get that opportunity at the end of the game, and we didn't. I didn't come through.
I'm kind of speaking to that already, but you guys have had such a knack for winning these close games for so long. Can you identify anything further than that? That's the difference.
Just not making the plays, not making the throws at the right time, and like I said, I had Hollywood probably on that play, and that's the drive starter. And once you get a drive started like that, you kind of get the momentum on your side. And so, I'm staying true to my progressions and not just trusting the O-line that's going to block and get the guy a chance down the field and let him go out there and make a play.
At 5-5, how difficult is it going to end?
I mean, obviously it's going to be tough to get back in the division race, but at the end of the day, all the goal is to get into the playoffs and try to make a run at it. And all you can focus on is next week. We got to learn from this one as much as possible, knowing that we're going to get a great opponent coming into Arrowhead this next week, and we're kind of at that point where we got to find a way just to win football games, and got to keep moving forward. That's what this league's all about. No, not necessarily. I mean, I think Coach Reid says it when he kind of talks to us at the end of games and stuff like that. And it's always about the next week. And like I said, you gotta feel it. I mean, it sucks losing this football game, and when you think you have a chance to win it, and you don't do that, and kind of get yourself behind. But at the end of the day, all you gotta do is find a way to get in. And we got a lot of games ahead of us, and we're gonna do our best to put ourselves in a position to go out there and play our best football each and every week.
Patrick, how do you feel about where you guys are? And I don't mean standings-wise, just how you're playing.
I think we're really talented. We got a lot of great players. It's just about being more consistent, and I think it starts with me. There's times where I'm firing and I'm throwing the ball and we're moving the ball down the field at ease, but at the same time, there's times where we go in spurts where I miss throw like I did, or a protection call, or whatever that is. And so it's just about being more consistent. That's what this league is, and we haven't been consistent enough to win football games, but it starts with me.
What do you see on the interception?
Yeah, I mean, I was rolling out to the right. I mean, just you can't do it. But I thought I'll have to look on the film. I thought I had Elijah kind of down the sideline, and I was gonna give him a chance, and I just didn't throw it high enough. At the end of the day, I got 29 to go to me because he was guarding him, and I didn't throw it high enough. He jumped up and made a good play. So I mean, I've made that throw before, but at the same time, with the type of football game we're in, don't put the ball in harm's way. Take the 3 points and move on to the next possession.
I love driving in those late game situations, but on those, in that last position, 4 minutes left, what eats away at you most that you guys would 3 down?
Yeah, it's just I'm just being in that situation before. It's like once you get that first down, I know it's cliche, but you do get the momentum on the drive, and you get the defense on their heels. And the fact that I didn't take that shot down on the first play, and then the second play we weren't able to get much going. So then the third play they kind of have where they can kind of lean forward and blitz and do stuff like that. Just knowing the situation. I've been in that situation before, so finding a way to get a completion, get that first down, put us in the driver's seat, and then push the envelope. But at the same time, I didn't find it there, and they came up with a good blitz on that third down, so they didn't give us give myself much of a chance.
Last two, Pat and Steve. Look, I know it came in a loss, but Travis Nelson became the all-time Chiefs touchdown leader, I guess. What's that mean?
Yeah, I mean, he deserves it. I mean, the work that he puts in every single day. I mean, obviously, people watch the gameplay and then the game days and playing on the field and stuff like that. But he's a leader, man. He's someone that comes to work every single day and puts the time in. And so it just speaks to the person that he is, that he's able to go out there and break that record. And that was a great play and a big moment in the game. That's when he usually makes his big plays.
Last one, Steve.
Patrick, you talked about how tough this Broncos defense is. How'd your offensive line look?
So they did a great job, That's a good defensive line on all 5 positions, and they have guys that come in, and so they did a great job. Caliendo hopping in there at one point and doing it and holding his own as well, and so I'll be good for them going forward. But at the same time, I got to utilize that and make those throws down the field whenever they do give me that time. So just about being more consistent for myself. But I thought they played a good football game today.